Hello and welcome to this demo of Email Movers delivery platform Deliverite. Today we'll go through each of the main sections to get you up and running. We'll do this in the logical way that you would to get a campaign started, but it's worth pointing out that the main navigation is always on the left here, and we do also have this button up here with the question mark, which you can click, and it takes you to a help guide and effectively a manual. Okay, so on the left here, the first step that you will normally take when setting up a new campaign is inputting your data if we haven't done that for you. So you can go to lists and users here. You'll find all of the lists that have previously been uploaded here as well, and you can click into these and view all of the users within them. You can add an individual user one at a time with this button here, but you can bulk upload from a CSV file with the new list option here. You will then name the list, scroll down. You shouldn't ever have to change anything within these settings. You'll then drag and drop the file that you wish to upload into here. Once you've done that, it will ask you to confirm the names of the columns found within the data. For example, first name, last name, email address, company name. And this allows you to actually use that data within the content and copy of your emails as well. Also under lists and users, you will find the real-time block list. This is to be able to stop any emails going to any individuals that, well, you don't want them to receive your email marketing. So this could be from previous email marketing where you've got opt-out lists or do not contact lists, or it could be for any rivals that you don't want them to see your own marketing. It's a few different ways of doing this. So you can go up to here and block at a domain level. So for example, you could block emailmovers.com, and then anyone who's got an email address at that domain will no longer receive marketing. You can also block individual email addresses just by typing their email address in here and hitting save. And you can also bulk upload email addresses as well. Okay, so you can just go to domain name, got tabs here, or email address. Then you can just scroll down to upload, click that, and you're going to want to upload a CSV file with just one column of email addresses that you do not want to receive your marketing. Also, what you'll find stored in here is anyone who clicks the unsubscribe link from any marketing you send from the Deliverite platform will be stored here as well. Okay, moving on. The next thing you're going to want to do is actually design the email that you're going to send out for your marketing. So we're just going to click on templates. What this will do is load up a list of any emails that you've already built. And you can also click on new template at the top right here to begin building a new one. You can also click into any existing ones to test them or make further edits. So we're going to go up to new template now and just click that. Okay, first of all, you're going to want to give your template a name. You want to give it a subject line. Then you've got a few different ways to build a creative. If you are able to code in HTML, or you've got someone within the team that's capable of doing that, you can actually upload HTML and image files here. Most of our users tend to use the drag and drop editor, which is what we're going to look at today. So click on drag and drop editor. You'll get a few jumping off points here with some typical layouts that you get in email marketing. Today, we're going to actually look at blank canvas, and we're going to click on create new template. Now this will bring us into the drag and drop builder. The main screen that you see here is a preview of the email. It will automatically populate this footer here, which you can manipulate, so it's matching you and your company. I tend to delete most of this because I think it's surplus to requirement. The only thing that you need to really leave in is the unsubscribe link, which is a legal requirement under GDPR. Okay, so on the left, again, we've got our main navigation. I'm going to go right down to the bottom here to images. This is where you build up an image library for images you want to use in your email marketing. Simply drag and drop them from any folder on your computer to here. Next, we've got sections. So the way that you build the emails out is very modular. This top section here are filters. So for example, we can click on image and text, and we can drag these different modules into the right here. So for example, we've got a main header and some text below. Just drag that in there. I'm going to go back and click on sections. And then we've got a left aligned image and right aligned text that we can drag in here. You can just go ahead and build your email up. Now, once you've got a section in, you can just double click here and you can type away and edit. You've got image placeholders where you can just click on image library, drag them from here into here, and it will replace that. Now, these text sections, you can click in and edit these, and they are dynamic, so they grow with the amount of text that you're putting in. And you've got some text editing tools on a ribbon at the top here as well. You have the ability to put personalization in, which is using what we call merge tags, which you put placeholders in and then auto populate those placeholders from the data. So for example, we click on personalization, scroll down, and we have first name. So this means when the campaign is sent, it will automatically populate the first name from the data that you've inputted. So to the recipient, it looks like a personalized email. We've got a button here. We'll just click on that and it will dynamically change the menu on the left here. So this stipulates what will happen when somebody clicks that button. Click here, for example, we can put visit web page, and then we can put the web address that we want to take people to. You can go to style and alignment, and you can change the colors to match your branding simply by selecting and clicking OK. And again, you can just keep building these up with the different modules that are available. Okay, so we've also got a preview button here on the top right. It will show you what the email would look like in an inbox. The platform automatically makes the emails responsive, so they'll change depending on whether they're being displayed on a desktop or a mobile device. Another point worth noticing here is the text-only content, so I'll just click on that. Now, this refers to the fact that some recipients and some inboxes won't receive a graphic-rich email or a HTML email, and they'll only receive a plain text mailer. But the platform caters to that, so you can click on auto generate. It'll scan the email that you've just created, and it'll pull out all the text and remove the images. You normally get a bit of white space, but you just delete that, tidy it up accordingly, and there you have it, a plain text only mailer. So it doesn't matter whether the recipient's inbox will receive a HTML email or a text-only mail, the platform will automatically make sure they get the right one. All you need to do is make sure that you've got a text-only content version created. You can click back to the HTML version. Okay, so once you're happy with your design, click Save Template. This will bring us to a section within the platform that gives us an overview of the email that we've just built. You notice that we've got a few options here across the top, including a preview tab. Once it's analyzed the content, the preview will appear. And a validation tab, and this will mark red anything that's going to stop it from delivering, and yellow with advisories. So for example, under HTML version, it's detected that we've got placeholder images and they need to be replaced with actual images. And it's noticed that our subject line is a placeholder and that needs changing. You can go to edit template on the top here, carry on editing. And you can also go to the three dots and you can duplicate templates or delete them. Okay, so we've got our creative and we've got our data in. Next is the campaigns tab. This is where we actually start sending our emails. When you go into campaigns, you'll notice it will give you a summary of all of the currently sending or previously sent campaigns, along with any high-level metrics of performance. You can click into these and get more detailed metrics as well. 3 different ways of sending a campaign. We're going to go to new campaign on the top right and start there. This is the most simple way of sending a campaign. First of all, you want to select your email template, so the creative that you're sending. Next, you want to go to list selection, so these are the recipients that you want it to go to. Next, you want to give the campaign a name. Then you set the date and time that you wish for your campaign to start sending. Queue loading rate, that just simply means the amount of emails that get sent per hour. We advise to set this as low as possible for better inbox placement, but this will all depend on the size of your list. So for example, we've got a 12,381 contact list in. Let's just say that we want that to start sending at 9 o'clock to mimic business hours. And I want it to finish at 5. So that's an 8-hour window. Probably going to be looking at 2,000 emails per hour. We'll happily get that delivered within that time frame. Could go to 3,000. So you want to get it as slow as possible within the working day, but it will depend on the size of your list. So if you've got a smaller list, you could probably go down to 1,000 emails per hour. Intelligent sending mode. This takes a few sends to be delivered from the platform to start working, but what it does is it keeps track of the recipients and how they actually interact with your campaigns. It will take note of the date and times that they tend to open your emails. And once it's built up this picture, it will deliver to them when they tend to open emails. So it might realize that they open them at 1 in the afternoon on a Wednesday, and it will make sure that that individual gets that email at that time. Once you've set up your campaign, click Confirm Delivery. And it will then appear here. Like I said, you can click in and that will give you the option to pause or cancel any scheduled campaigns. Now, another way of sending is using split test. We'll click into that. There's a lot of different types of testing that you can do. The purpose of this is to test different objectives or different activities to get the best response. So for example, the most commonly used way of the most common method of using this is for A/B testing different subject lines. So we'll talk through that. Start off by choosing the list that you want to go to. Next, we've got split test configuration. Okay, so campaign start mode. We're going to start sending all of these splits at the same time. And we're interested in the highest number of opens that each split gets. And we're going to do this over a 3-hour period. So we've got our split tabs here. Let's just say we're going to test 3 different subject lines. So we go to tab A. We're going to choose our template. Okay, we're going to choose the same template again for split B. We're going to choose the same template for split C. Let's go back to split A. Now here we can change the subject lines. So for example, one subject line, click into split B, different subject line, split C, different subject line. And this is a slider that dictates the volume that you do your test to. So for example, 17% for each split. It's about 2,000 users in this example. Scroll down. Campaign a title. Put the date and time that you wish for it to send out. And then what will happen is once you click send and it gets to that date and time, for the first 3 hours, it will send out these variations of the different subject lines. It will automatically analyze which of these splits gets the most opens. And then after that window, it will deliver the remaining data, which in this case is 49%, to the winning split. Okay, you can also set your delivery speed for the remainder of the sends, and then confirm delivery. The other way is a simple way of stacking sends. So we go to multiple sends, very similar to what we looked at in the first instance. Choose our template, choose the list of users we want to go to, give it a name, date and time, speed of delivery, and then we can add another campaign, so on and so forth. So you could schedule a month's worth of campaigns, but you can't split in this. Go to cancel. Okay, so that's the main steps of getting started on the Deliverite platform. There are two other sets of functionality available to you, and they are slightly outside the scope of this call. We are more than happy to provide further training on these two sections, but I will give you a brief overview of them today. So one is forms. Now this allows you to create landing pages which are hosted on the non-precious domain that we've set up for you. So go to new form, click landing page and next, and it gives you some starting points. Start editing, and then you can edit these to have your exact branding. And what you'll see here is we've got a form for people to fill out. These landing pages have their own unique URLs that you can use within the buttons on your email creatives. So that way you can capture people that are interested in the services or products that you're advertising in your email. We advise you to jump in and have a look around at this and play around with the editing, and then get in touch with us if you need further help, and we'll be happy to jump on a call and yeah, get a landing page set up for you. Just click on cancel, so we don't need to save this. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you is automation. This is a very powerful tool. It can be as shallow or as deep as you need it to be. I'm going to show you a very simple use of it. It's the easiest way to explain or start to understand what it can do. So we're going to go to new automation on the top right. I'm going to go to custom workflow and hit next, the bottom right. We're going to go to blank canvas and then hit next. Give this a name, hit finish. So you can almost like build up a workflow here. I'm just going to start building and it will make sense as we go through it. So we've got a start point. Then we're going to go to actions on the left with the rocket. The first thing that's going to happen is it's going to send an email out to our chosen audience. Next thing we're going to do is go to a decision point. And this is going to analyze the way that people interacted with the email that was sent here. Then we can go to actions and email, actions and email. And then we could have a different email sent to the people depending on whether they opened or didn't open this first email. And you can also put delays in here because we might not want that to happen until after 7 days have passed, as one example. Or for the ones that opened, you might want that to go to them immediately. So these delay points, you can program in how many hours or days should pass before it moves on to the next section. And then you could put an endpoint in. Now, again, we recommend jumping in, having a look over this, having a little play around. We've got the question mark at the top here, which gives you a manual and you can search it and it'll guide you through setting up different automations. And then if you need further assistance, let us know. We'll be happy to jump on, have a look at the automation that you're trying to build. This is just an introduction at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to click on cancel, come out of this now. Should you need any further assistance, you can reach us at customer.support@emailmovers.com. Thank you very much and good luck with your marketing.